you see those things and you come back here, you have a different perspective.
Multicultural Honor Society is basically an organization where we promote different cultures. We do different activities like social as well as like volunteer work.
Here's the different countries that they go to with the different delegations. Like I said,
Multicultural Honor Society means friends. I like all the new people that come into our group every semester and just making friends with them and learning about each other and everyone's different culture. Learned a lot about Korean culture.
They have a very conservative base and they're just really focused on building a better life for themselves and their country.
We have two goals: to promote diversity throughout the whole campus and to promote diversity within the honors college, since we are the honors organization. So we try to promote them to come because a lot of them, they don't realize how much diverse college can be.
the next day we went to Shanghai, and Shanghai reminded me of New York City.
People just aren't exposed to culture. It's just you come here, culture shock, right? You don't understand. So this helps you to understand the other side of it, how other people are raised and what's important to them.
A little Q&A session kind of thing. There are 3 speakers.
Rethinking Race Week, we had different students come and talk to other students. One of them went to South Korea, one of them went to China, and they just talked about their cultural differences. Also had a South Korean come and talk about his experience here and how it was different here than it was in Korea.
As Grace just mentioned in the story, the Multicultural Honor Society hosted different speakers during Rethinking Race Week to share their experiences in different cultural settings, including Seokjun Hong, an exchange student from South Korea. Jun is here with us today to tell us a little bit about the cultural differences he's experienced while here at the U of A. Thanks for being with us today.
Okay, nice meeting.
So how long have you been here at the University of Akron?
I have been here for about 2 months.
And why did you choose to study abroad here in the U.S.?
Because I can broaden my views through having new experiences. Actually, I want to be a broadcasting producer after graduation. And as you know, it requires very highly creative thinking abilities. So I have tried to meet many new people of diverse backgrounds. So I thought it's the best way to have the new experiences is to study abroad. Yeah.
And what are some of the major cultural differences you've noticed between here and South Korea?
First of all, I was surprised at American sociability. Americans speak quite oftenly, even with the people that they met for the first time. On the first weekend in Akron, I met some guy on the street, and I didn't know him, and he didn't know me. But when our eyes met, he said to me, "Hey, how is it going?" So then I said, I'm good. By the way, who are you?" Yeah. So he just said habitually, but I took it seriously because most Korean people rarely talk to strangers. If I say hello to someone I don't know on the streets, he may think I'm so weird. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And also I'm so surprised that when I sneeze, people say that to me, "Bless you." Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't understand what that means. Later on, I knew that that's some tradition, but in my country, South Korea, when I sneeze someone, they said to me, "Get away from me." Yeah. I think it's some funny cultural differences.
Yeah, there's a lot of little things that we don't think about that we do that someone from the outside would notice, like things like saying "bless you." Those aren't things that we pay attention to. Now, if a student from here was traveling to South Korea to be a foreign exchange student, what are some things about your culture that you think that they should know?
They are very quiet at first meeting, because most of Asian people think that silence is gold, because Asian people consider that talkable person is not credible. Mm-hmm. So when you meet some quiet person, he did not like you, mm-hmm. but he needs some time to get close to you.
And what are some of the things you've learned since you've been here in the U.S.?
I learned a lot from my American friends I have met here, and one of my American friends works in Army, and He's very independent person. He didn't get supported by his parents since he graduated from high school. He works in many diverse work, including army. So he bought a car by his own. So it was very impressive for me because it's my first time. It's my first time to live alone. So yeah, it's very impressive.
It's the first time being on your own away from your parents too?
Yes.
Like most college students?
Yes, right.
So why do you think it's important for college students or anyone to experience different cultures?
Experiencing and understanding other cultures makes people have flexible thinking ability. And when you talk with some people who travel a lot, you may know that he is very open-minded person, and the open-minded trait is becoming important key element to succeed in today's society. The pace of globalization is getting faster and faster in society, but some people still live in their boundaries. So I think it's very important to break the boundary, and some experiences, new cultures is very important and meaningful experiences for them.
Well, thank you so much for being with us here today to share your experiences, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your time in the U.S.
Thank you.
Today on Moving Forward, we've delved into the topic of Rethinking Race Week here on the University of Akron's campus. We spoke with Fideria Nicholson about its history, as well as how it hopes to grow in the future. We also learned more about the Cross the Line Story Circles event with Professor Jim Slowiak, where students were able to discuss similarities and differences that we all experience in everyday life. Finally, we spoke with foreign exchange student June about differences between South Korean and American culture. To learn more about Moving Forward, be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. You can also check out our latest clips as well as past episodes at ztvmovingforward.com. I'm Rachel Salyer, and from all of us here on the Moving Forward team, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.